Okay, we're podcasting.
Oh, we're live. You didn't even do a countdown.
We don't do countdowns.
I thought you were
That steals the.
excited.
That kind of takes. You know what? I might start a countdown. That kind of.
It's cool.
Maybe it's cool and it adds to the anticipation.
It does.
Right? It gets you
I think it
excited.
does.
Yeah.
That's what we do in bed. She'll count down.
Oh, shut up. See, God damn.
Wait.
Was it even a minute? Was it a minute?
20 seconds in.
Not even a fucking minute. I hate you. Not even a minute. And you went right there.
Seriously.
Oh, wait. So
She'll go 3, and I'll be. I'm done.
God damn. We were talking about how you all want to downsize.
Yeah.
When,
Downsizing would be cool eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, without you telling
Okay.
what you want,
Okay.
what would you want when you downsize the house? Like what kind of, like, tell me, like 2 stories, 1 story?
If I downsize,
Yep.
I would want a nice, very, very nice condo or townhouse with 3 bedrooms, maybe 4. You know, and definitely some outside space. Right.
You all are like right on the money with one another.
Like I definitely would want some outside space because if
Yeah.
not, she'll be inside. And then, no, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I know you are.
But yeah,
No, just like, okay.
I wouldn't mind to have a house too, but it can't be big. Like I just want something that's manageable.
We
Yeah.
are on the same page. It's so funny because we do agree on that, and that's nice
Because it's like we did that. We had the townhouse, and then we bought a house, and then we bought a condo. No, townhouse, condo, house when we first got married, right?
I follow now. Yes.
And then we bought a nice house in Atlanta. And it's like now it's like you want to have that bigger house, like more. It's like you have this vision of like this bigger house. And then you get like to our space and I'm like, freaking, hey, man, I just paid the electric bill.
Yeah.
It's a freaking very, very nice car payment.
Yeah.
Just the electric.
I know, but this space served us well when we had all 4 kids in the
No,
house.
it's
and their
fantastic.
friends. Yeah.
You know, but it's like my parents, they whatever they want to do, but like they don't have any kids at home, but they live in a very nice home. I mean,
Yeah.
I think everybody's just different, you know?
their preference is to have, I guess when they had people come in before COVID, they want to be able to say, you know,
Yeah.
we can house people.
Now, go ahead.
No, I want to downsize, A, because I don't want to take care of a big house anymore, and B, because I want to save money because I want to travel.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
He did say that,
I
yeah.
want to
Yes,
travel.
I like that.
But I'm with you on the bed because I still want to have room for like when the kids come over. I want them to be able to spend the night, you know, but not too long.
Right.
I don't want them to be too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, bitch, if we don't got all that space for you, you can come in here and get cozy for a little bit, but bitch, you got to get the fuck up out of here because we ain't got
Yes.
the space for your ass.
Exactly.
Precisely.
Cheers.
So I'm curious that when you say because you want it to be more manageable, explain what that means. Because like here I am, I've not really gone out and got my like legit first home. I gotten, which I'll update you all. I've got a stream house and it's now completed, but it's real small and I'm only using it to stream there.
That's awesome.
And stuff. But
You got a stream house? It's
I
like a
did.
trap house, but for streaming.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
So, well, I'll get there. You tell me what you mean by manageable. Like, what makes this unmanageable when they leave? Because, like, for me, you know, I could only like I can like assume what that means without like having that, because I want a nice big house, my nice first house, like my we made it house, but then yeah.
I think for me, I say manageable, and people might think I mean, like physically, but it's a more financially manageable, not because the house payment so much, because it is a big house payment, but then all the utilities for big space. You know what I mean? When you're talking about 4,000 square feet or more, it's like just to heat and to cool, and then all of the upkeep. You know what I mean? It's just
For me,
the
it
cost. But it's also when you have a lot of house, you notice the things that you might not notice when you come in, and if you do, I'm sorry. Some of the dirty things that we spring clean, and it takes. Do the windows or the freaking. Remember when we do the baseboards in spring? It's like a freaking 3-weekend deal. It's like it's exhausting.
Well,
you know, or you could just pay somebody to do it.
Ideally, that's what I was getting at. Like, I wish I could pay somebody, you know, twice a year to come in and do the windows, do like deep clean, like you know, because I like to clean and I keep my house. I feel like relatively
I don't
clean.
notice anything. It seems fine to me.
But what bothers me
very nice.
is I'm with Jeff, and like I want a smaller space, but higher end like finishes, higher end like floors. Like I hate carpet.
I love
like if you look at carpet, it stains, Michael.
It does, but it's
awful.
like cozy.
If you went into Nate's room,
You know what though?
get rugs.
You'll be fine.
No,
You'll be fine with carpet because
Okay.
you don't have these little scoundrels running around your house.
if you went in Nate's room right now, you'd be like, you're disgusting.
I did go to his room that one day. Well, it's been like a year and a half or so. I went there. You were like, "Don't go in there."
There's Coke splattered on the wall.
Yeah, I go in there.
God
We'll
knows
clean it
what.
every so often,
Ketchup
and
in
it's
the
like
floor.
deep cleaning, like scrubbing stuff out.
And I bet he feels so good about it too when it's clean. And then just
I guess
Because
I don't know
we
if
do
he
it.
even cares. You
But
know?
my point is, I would like to have a smaller space with like the floors that I want, the appliances that I want that work. We won't go there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
some,
no, I get it.
some more amenities,
Yeah.
less space. If that makes sense.
yeah, like you want the luxury, but like you want it to be like more quaint because you
Yes.
don't need it. It's you
Right.
don't.
Right.
When you don't need it, you don't
Yeah.
need it. I mean,
Like the
right
basement
now we
doesn't-
need it, I guess, but
we do, but like I don't know if you've been in our basement.
Yeah, it's huge.
It is.
It is
It is
big.
massive.
The
very nice right now.
The 2 rooms that are finished are decent. You know, Brooke and Avery, one room is theirs and their living space, and then there's another little hallway space that's their like little kitchenette area, and then Carter has a nice room that's obviously finished. But getting from their room to Carter's room, you got to go through this unfinished concrete floor, no ceiling, no drywall room, and it creeps me. I don't like it.
There's a rug in there.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
So
what
like
you
it's
mean.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
is what I'm
yeah.
talking about, so.
Yeah, I get it. And okay. Yeah, see, like so with the stream house or whatever.
I told her.
Yeah.
You told her what?
She get doing OnlyFans for like 6 months. We'll finish the basement. It's easy, right?
I mean,
I'm not doing it. I'm in no shape to do an OnlyFans right now. A girl's been out of the gym.
girl, Lord have mercy me. I'm just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. I went on that diet and I
Same.
lasted for about 3 weeks and I lost 9 pounds. I was like, bitch, it's time to party.
I quit drinking through the week at least 3 times a week.
I was going to say, as he sips a beer.
I'll be like,
It's so hard, isn't it?
yeah, because you go, okay, I'm doing great. 3 nights in a row, I'm not drinking. And then you're just like,
it's relaxing.
Who are these people that can like stick to diets or like eating right, like cutting the bad shit
Forever?
out? How do they do this?
I
Who
did
are
it
these
for,
people?
I did it for years. I did it.
How?
I just did. I had.
it was
when
what you
I-
had to do.
But when I get my mind set on something that I'm going to do it and I commit to doing it, I take off and I do it. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And plus, like Jeff said, it was my job. So I felt like I had to because
an
I was
audience.
putting myself out there. It's like, you know, being a barber or being a beautician, you're not going to let your hair go. Like your hair is going to be always on point because nobody wants to sit in your chair if your hair looks like crap.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. Like I had the pressure on me to do it. So, I mean, I ate like a pristine 6 days a week. And then I did have like a cheat day, a reward day, whatever. But ever since I decided to step away from fitness a little bit, I've kind of laxed a little bit. And it's actually felt kind of good. And I feel like I needed it mentally. But physically, I'm suffering from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I took a break from the gym and from eating exactly right. I don't.
Which
pig
I feel
out,
like
don't
comes
hoard.
back around. It's like physically, and then it comes back around to mentally. So it's you needed the mental break, but then for you, it's like
Right.
now that mental break's turned into mental.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a whole big. It's
It's
a whole other
reversing.
podcast. But
Yeah.
so anyway, I
Tell us about
Yeah.
the.
Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
what I was going to also say is that, like, for me, I stress eat. Like, whenever
Oh,
I get
me
stressed
too.
or really
Me
busy,
too.
I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time for this motherfucker grilled ass chicken, motherfucker. Fill me up.
That
I want to
is-
be cozy and comfortable.
That's funny because I'm the opposite.
Oh, I wish I was.
I'm the
I'm that
opposite.
way.
If I'm stressed, I can't eat.
Oh my God,
I
Lisa.
eat the worst when I'm the happiest. So I mean, I'm happy.
When I'm
happy.
when I'm stressed, I can't sleep. So everybody in the house is asleep, and what am I doing? I'm down there shoveling cookie dough on my face.
Oh fuck yeah.
right?
Yeah.
getting some like satisfaction.
Leaving at like 1 a.m. to go to fucking 24-hour McDonald's and hook that shit up. So I get back in bed nice and cozy,
And just
my stomach
snore.
is feel good. I'm
Yeah.
out, bitch. I feel good.
That's so funny. 'Cause
It's so comforting.
I'm totally the opposite. I'm the one that gets up in the middle of the night and will just sit on the couch and just like stress.
Oh God, yeah, girl. You
You
get
could-
that.
She won't eat. You
I
can't get her
can't
to
eat.
eat. All we have to do, if it's easy to put her on a diet. We just create some kind of strenuous situation.
Well, I've been on a diet then for about 8 months
She won't
now
eat, yeah.
because I've been stressed. But Anyway,
tell us about the streaming house.
I don't know if I told you all a little bit about it before.
You did, a little bit. Have.
Okay, so the story was that my friend, tell me if this feels too familiar, or I can just say it all. So a friend of mine had to up and leave abruptly to go to Tampa because his job, the company was folding here, like their branch was folding in West Virginia, and he had done good. They were offering him positions elsewhere, but his boss went to Tampa for another company, and it was an opportunity for him to kind of like expand his resume. Mm-hmm. I think it was going to be like he would get a better job, I think. So he had to abruptly leave to Tampa quickly, and he was in the middle of like redoing his house. Like drywall wasn't up. Like it's a really small house. Like I'm talking about like 750 square feet or something.
Wow.
Tiny. Mm-hmm. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, kitchen, no dining room.
It's perfect though.
Small little just like hallway that just goes to everywhere. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah. So I was like, and he was paying, a lot more rent, but also he had to pay for his mortgage, and he had no way of getting out of it because it was like so dilapidated because he was in the middle of finishing it. So I was like, he was stressing. I was like, well, I started doing really good on my stream financially and just all over the place. So I was like, I'll take over your mortgage. I'll do something with it. And I knew that I wanted to give my mom a house because she's never been a homeowner. And I was like, well, I'll just start like making it nice, right? Like I'll hire someone to come in. So then it got like closer to the end of the year, and my lease was up, and I was like, well, I want to come back, and I want to figure out what all I want to do to the house. So I was like, I'll turn that into like a streaming house until it gets to the point that I'm actually going out to get like my house. Mm-hmm. And then it'll be like kind of like a nice switch.
Nice.
And so I got a friend in there, and it was like $15,000 I put in to just all like, obviously the drywood trim everywhere. Kind of like customize the stream room, and it's just it just turned out so good.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
So that's all the house is for, is your streaming. Like nobody's living there.
No one's living there.
Well, we need to do a podcast there. Can we come and do a podcast?
We could.
Turn it into a studio.
We absolutely could.
Do a little podcast.
Studio. We could go on the road and do one podcast over there.
Yeah, we can take all this stuff over there.
Yeah, we can literally do that in the stream room.
Where is it? I mean, it's close to here.
Dunbar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
So it's so incredible too, because like it also gets me up and running in the morning. So like since I started streaming, it has been a fucking challenge because I've always, since I started streaming, always had the stream set up in my room.
Right.
Can you imagine like just waking up there and being like, all right, well, I got to go right over here.
Well, he does.
How do you
see all that right there?
That?
That's his office.
When I get up, I have to make the bed.
I appreciate that, by the way.
Like, I have to make the bed. I have to get ready. Even if ready is just like this, I have to have a routine, because if I just roll out and leave everything sloppy, I stay sloppy. You know what I mean? So I have to have, like, get up. I have to make the bed. I have to get ready. I have to brush my teeth. I have to come out immediately, at least get on for a second, then go get coffee.
Yeah.
Deal with whatever I got to deal with downstairs, and then I come back up, and that's where I'm at, except for when I go out on appointments. And
I told him today too, because he said he was dragging and tired. And I said, it's because it's hard to be in the same room all day, and it's your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may go to an office and you're in the same room all day, but you've left your house, like you were saying. And I think it would be really hard to do what you do. I think it would be really hard to work from home. I did for a while have a gym downstairs. I loved it at first. The commute was amazing. I didn't have to go anywhere. It was very convenient. Yeah, it was very convenient because I could be cooking dinner and be halfway done, and then my client gets here. I run down, I train them, I come back up, I cooked it. I wasn't missing a beat, but at the same time, I was missing the momentum and the motivation. I feel like I lost it. I think when I decided to train out of here, I lost the motivation and the momentum to keep going when COVID took me out of the gym, and then nothing's ever been the same since then.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this, like in the room?
Since the first year.
Okay.
So not too long.
Yeah. So like,
but I'll be getting out more, especially now that it's getting nicer. Like my main focus now has been prospecting, so I'm on the phone a lot, talking to people, just getting it out there that I have an agency now, but I've thought about maybe getting out and going to Starbucks,
Yes.
Like been at different places.
Plus you'll see people and you can.
I do that anyway. I'll go to Taze Valley. I got an agency down there. A guy that we do a little business together, and I'll work at his office. We'll deal with some things. But yeah, but then I have to go to Cincinnati. I got to go to Lexington. That's going to pick up.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So like, yeah, I've got to get out.
Well, when the weather breaks too, we have a nice deck area, and we do a lot of work outside when the weather breaks. We take our computers out there. We sit out there. We take fans if we have to. Like, if I'm not outside, it's got to be extremely hot. Because I'll take fans, I'll put my feet in a baby pool. I'm gonna be outside.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help too. But yeah,
I think so too. Yeah, and so like, because for me, so it's been since 2020. Yes, I started the end of January. That like, but then I had another job too, so I was still getting out and doing things. But like, once COVID hit, it's like this is kind of a hard lifestyle to change once you just kind of get like in the like zone of just being home all the time. Like it just stifles like your motivation and your drive a little bit. Like and having that set up in my room, it was like I was just always in there.
Right.
Always. So like I do the same thing that you do. Like I get up, make my bed, all that stuff, like get ready. But the problem is that like it takes me a long time to do that when it's in my room.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, well, I'll get to it. Like I'll get to it. And me, I can kind of put things off because I can say I may have to get like 4 to 6 hours done, like stream a day, but I can do that whenever.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it makes it worse because it's like, then I'm like, ideally I would love to do like a 3-hour stream, 10 to like 1, and then another one like 6 to 9. But when it's in the room, I'll go to sleep later because it's like there is no separation of like of anything in that room. So like when I go in my room, it's like, okay, well I'm hanging out, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm doing too much in the place I'm supposed to sleep.
Yeah, and that's what I worry about. That's what I worried about him working from it. But there's really no other room for him to do this in unless you took one of Nate's rooms. And I know that sounds really funny. You're like, wait, what? Hold up. Your son has 2 rooms? Yeah, he actually does. He has a gaming room and he has a bedroom.
Right.
But I feel really bad like ripping one of them. He thrives. You know what I mean? Like it's just his thing, you know? And so I don't want to
I'm fine with it because this room's so big.
I know, but it's
kind of separated.
It's not. It's not. Where's the separation? I'm looking. I'm wondering.
I think that like it sounds really good. You're fine right now, but like I would caution because like I think that like subconsciously it's like things start creeping in and affecting you, and like I needed it, but like I've been doing it for 2 years, like in that kind of space, that shared space, and then once you start getting out, I think that maybe that won't be that big of a deal too,
right?
But
and
like
I might
right
not
now,
always. Could and should probably be temporary. There'd be a time when there's space that I could get. It's just not right now.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
And it's really hard, too, for the kids and myself to separate, okay, he's in the house, but he's actually working. Like, I'm trying really hard because I'm here. I work Tuesdays and Thursdays, but, over the weekend. But anyway, during the week, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm gone, so it's not a big deal. But Mondays, Wednesdays, and half a day Friday, I'm here and I'm watching the baby. So we're here in the midst of everything. And sometimes I pop in and then I was like, I probably shouldn't pop. Like I would, I just could go into his office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like if he wasn't there, I probably wouldn't. But it's my room. It's my bedroom. Like I have to come through here to like get something, whole different, or like I just want to come say hi because you're here. You know what I mean? But I try to be respectful and say, are you on the phone? Are you busy? Like, am I going to be?
Anytime you want to do some role play,
he just had to.
That was a good man.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
17 minutes without that's awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, but like
improvement.
So like it's definitely a lifestyle change. But like anyway, like it really started affecting me very badly. Like I knew what I needed, but I could not provide myself what I needed. Because like when I went to Charlotte, like it was just so chaotic. I wish it would have been way more in like a suburb situation, because like I didn't want to go out and deal with the traffic and deal with just all of that when I deplete my energy with the job that I do so much that it just be like it was an enormous amount of effort. So it was like I needed it, but I was not giving it. I could not make myself. I tried. Like there were so many like instances that I tried, like spurts. I like, all right, go to the gym, just make yourself. And I just couldn't keep it up. So I knew what I needed, but I could not provide myself with it, just with my discipline and just all that stuff. So now it's kind of like making myself. So I was like, I turned that into a stream house, and it is making me get up and go out and have to, go somewhere where I'm working. And it's only been a week, but there's like a tremendous change, because I'll get out of bed. I'm like, okay, well, I got to go. And it's so hard to explain, because I'm still trying to figure out like what is happening there. But I'll wake up, and typically I'll just be in bed for a long time, and I can't get myself to get up and go. But like now that this is like outside of the house, I'm like, I'm up, I'm ready.
Right.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how that, like, if that continues to be a thing, if it continues to get better, and I see like more positive results from that change. But I'm assuming that I will. It's just really motivated me in a different way.
That's awesome.
That
I've
makes
never
sense,
had
though.
since
It's
I've done
psychological.
this job. Yeah.
And it's the more you create that routine, the more you'll have to go. You have to get up and get going.
And I think I have the same.
Because you have to be somewhere. Even if there's nobody holding you accountable to it, there's still a place you have to be.
And I think I have. You put it into good words. You said you know what you have to do. What did you say?
So I knew what I needed, but I could not provide myself what I needed.
Yes, that was it. That's. I really need to write that down, because I feel like that's where I am. I know what I need, and I know what I needed to do, but I can't. What did you say again? God.
But yeah, like I
He
knew
can't
what I
provide
needed,
it.
but I couldn't provide
You can't
what
provide
I needed.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, like I have this test coming up in 2 weeks, and I know what I need to do. I need to study, but when? Like literally, when could I have studied today, other than right now? Let me tell you something. I'm a big proponent of taking time for yourself, and you don't mess with my time from like 8:30 or 9 until 11. I don't want to be messed with. That's my time to be right over there, sitting down with my wine, chilling on social media, whatever it is I want to do, and watch TV. And I won't study during that time.
Yeah. Well,
period.
You shouldn't.
Point blank.
And your brain won't. Yeah,
So
you
today,
can't do
tell
that.
me, for instance, you were here. When could I have studied?
I have no idea.
There's no possible way, because today was the day I was with the baby, and I'd take her to the doctor, and I'd do all this stuff, and then I'd take Nate to go get his girlfriend all these stuff from Target, all the Valentine's bullshit.
Well, and you've got to get in. I mean, anybody that knows when they're studying, when they got to study, you have to get into a mindset. So you can't just go, well, I had 30 minutes here, so I study. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
You
Maybe
can't-
some
that's
people
true.
can.
You can't.
I can't. I got to say, I got to get away, and otherwise I'm not going to retain it.
Yeah.
But I'm a dummy, so.
No, I mean, I get that. Like, it's hard, but I don't know. I don't really know. Like, my advice would be, like, to try to learn. Like what does it take for you to study?
When he said, I have to have time carved out, okay, at least an hour, because if I'm not going to be able to get him an hour to it, like, what's the point? I'm not a 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. I'm with you. I've got to, like, get in it, right?
Well, okay, how about this? What kind of test is this? Is it like multiple choice tests?
It is a multiple choice. So it's the real estate exam.
Okay.
So it's multiple choice. I think it's like, the way they say it's set up, it's there's a question, obviously, and then there's 4 answers. 2 are just kind of absolutely ridiculous, and you can kind of weed them out. But there's 2 that are so close and so similar, but one's better.
Well, then I have a solution, because like there are definitely ways that you could study while doing other things, and like maybe throughout the week, what you do, or until like you have those days that you don't have the kid or whatever, or the baby or whatever, and the days that you do, create flashcards and like just divvy up, like see how many flashcards you would need. Divvy those up into categories, and then I would just all day on one day, I would do no major study. I would just go through 50 flashcards over and over. Like when I have 5 minutes, just look at the flashcard. And it may not, like, you may not be getting into the mood to like retain it.
Okay,
but
yeah.
like what you're doing is you're just attacking it. You're just attacking it, and you're just trying to memorize it. You're just going to go through as many times as you can as possible.
Yeah.
And then just continue doing that throughout the week. And then when you have those moments where you can actually devote a lot of time to study properly, then do that, because that's going to reinforce that
Right.
stuff.
That's not a bad idea, because they do have you heard of Quizlet? Okay. Well, anyway, they do have, it's basically,
It's not a dating app.
It's basically flashcards on your phone that you've made, basically, okay? But other people have made them, too, for the same type of thing. So for this test, there's a bunch of Quizlet flashcards out there. So I could actually do that because I always have my phone, and I could do that right on my phone. I could do that. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just make yourself, like, it could literally be like, all right, like, like the baby is sitting right here, 5 minutes, just literally 5 minutes,
or like 3 questions. I'm gonna go over 3 questions.
You don't stress about retaining it because you'll retain it more than you think.
Once you continue doing it, if you just make yourself do that, like say 4 times a day, 4 times a day,
That's
5
not a bad
minutes,
idea.
that's 20
Familiarity.
minutes.
I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that, and then have the days that I have that I can carve out more time. But what my problem is, I need to get back into my discipline of, and it's about studying, but it's also about gym time. It's been horrible again, which was last time when you were here. I am the kind of person who has to do it. If I could get myself into the gym 6 days a week like I used to for 1 week, get those full 6 days, I'd be back in it. That's how quick, and I'll be disciplined.
Yeah.
But it's just it's just, I've fallen into the category of my clients who would make excuses. Just like today, I'm supposed to go at 3:30 every day to the gym because that's when I'm finished either watching the baby or if I'm working, I'm finished working at GNC. I'm supposed to go. Well, then Nate texts me. Can you take me? I got to go right after school. I got to get the Valentine's stuff because he procrastinated. And she's going to be home at 4 and I got to get the stuff and I got to get it over there. Well, then there it goes. I mean, I can't say no to my son who has to impress his girlfriend. I mean, I'm not that. I'm not a witch. You know what I mean? I'm not mean. So I was like, of course I will. So it's just like, well, there goes that day. You know what I mean? So, but I've been beating myself up about it pretty hard too. Like I'm talking about deep down beaten up, like crying at night. So I got to do something. But anyway, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that study.
And then maybe like, is it possible for you to do something similar with your workouts?
Yeah, but it's the whole thing of like, which it really ties into what you all were just talking about, working from home. It's hard for me to work out at home. I can do it. I have a gym down there. It's not a great gym, but it has the equipment that I could definitely get a workout in. I have no excuse not to, like, when the baby's asleep, be like, okay, because she's right there in the next room, like literally the next room, just to do a 30-minute workout.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's me. It's what you were saying. I know what I need to do, but I can't.
You don't know how to provide.
I just got to, you know?
Yeah, and have you heard, so this is like interesting too. So like I heard about this like guy who lost a bunch of weight by he would just constantly be making himself move. So there wouldn't be a lot of like what is that called? Like when you are
sedentary?
Sedentary. Like so there wasn't a lot of sedation.
Yeah.
He's always moving.
Well, not always. So I don't remember exactly how it was, but it made so much sense to me why it felt obvious. So like maybe I think it was, I don't know if it was like every hour that he wasn't sleeping, he would just do like I don't know how many minutes, but something every hour,
10 push-ups or something.
Is there a way that like you could reconfigure your workouts so that you could do something similar?
Yeah, probably.
Here's what I think though. Here's what I'm seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're big on routine, on
yes.
You're habitual, like you're obsessively routine oriented,
so.
Like
okay, yeah.
Same parking
I'm
spots.
Not that person, so like,
same parking spots.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the problem with her doing because I'll go down and I'll work out one way one day in the basement. I'll go to the gym the next. I'll jog. Like I'm not doing all that. I'm not saying I'm doing that, but I don't have to have a routine. I don't think that's the routine you want is the problem. I think the reason you don't start the 30-minute workout in the basement is because that's not how you want to do your workouts.
Right. Yeah. I like going to the gym. I like lifting weights.
That's what'll happen. You'll start doing it there and you don't like it and then you won't enjoy it. Right. I think you're almost avoiding starting a habit here that you don't want to keep up.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because you're very habitual. Because if you work out in the basement for 2 weeks, 3 days a week,
I'll never go to a gym.
You'll do it all the time.
Right.
And you don't want to do that.
You get a lot of extra stuff out of going to the gym. Like
just being out of here and just being around people doing the same thing and, motivate. I don't know. I really do. But the thing is, and this is not an excuse, this is just facts. And I was talking to somebody that came in GNC about it. She goes to the same gym and she feels the same way. The gym that I go to is convenient, but it's not at all like motivating or inspiring or you know what I mean. And people say, well, you don't go to the gym for that. You kind of do. I mean, you kind of want to go to a place where you're like going out, like, yeah, look at that. Man, he's really working hard. That makes me want to work. That makes me, you know what I mean? It's just small and it's kind of like cliquey, and it's just I don't feel my space there. Like at Planet Fitness, I did. I felt that.
Right.
I was annoyed by a few people there.
Yeah, of course. Or when they provide pizza, you'd be like, bitch, what is this? Like, fucking pizza.
Why don't you do biscuits and gravy? You only do freaking pizza.
Why do you have a food truck in the parking
Literally,
lot?
like, bitch, are you fucking crazy? Like, they're really creating like a plan where they're like, well, let's keep everybody big, bitch. Yeah.
They are a business.
Yeah. I do
and they're like, these people, the majority of people are idiots. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if we say we do pizza too,
I mean,
be like, oh man, I'm going to work out there.
Oh my God, this is great. I get fed too.
I know.
I get pizza.
Yeah.
And I get a massage chair.
Yeah. You know what I didn't know is how common it is to not have any kind of like knowledge of like just how your diet's supposed to be and like what you're supposed to do for your body. Like, and this is like a lot of years of me accumulating knowledge that I'll just go out and just seek in like just small spurts.
Mm-hmm.
People have no idea.
Yeah, but like, so like I remember talking to one of my friends and she was like, I didn't know that like eating French fries and stuff like was like that bad. Like how do you not know? Gosh. Like, but like I'm not judging her now because I'm like, I guess it's just like I've sought that knowledge, and if you don't, I guess you just
Dude, the way we grew up, today people are more knowledgeable. There's technology like this thing where you work out, right? You kill yourself for an hour and 15 minutes. You go, I burned 308 calories, right? You kill yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
When I was younger, my parents, like, people were like, you ate whatever you wanted because I go to the gym 3 times a week, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, just for my meal at McDonald's, I now need to go to the gym for 3 hours today.
Yeah.
Like today.
Yeah.
So that I can eat again.
God damn, my fucking large steak escape.
You know what I'm saying, though? And we have no knowledge. Like, people don't have any knowledge. And it gets ingrained that it's just that whole, you kind of pacify yourself by saying, I can do this, all of this because I do this. And I do this more than these people.
Yes.
So I get to treat myself.
I'm doing something.
Right. I'm doing something, or I'm not as big, or I'm not as.
Well, that's a different topic, I think. Like
it is.
That's more like, like I don't know, like the communal, like sharing of, I don't know, like bad behaviors or like bad mental, behaviors and bad calls that you make because this person or that person, all this stuff, rather than like doing what you need to do and holding yourself accountable. Rather than this being just like there's being a lack of foundational knowledge of like just how a diet's supposed to be, like a typical diet.
And it's not taught.
No.
It's not taught in the school system.
It's like touched upon. Like eat greens, eat this, eat the food pyramid or whatever.
Yeah, but when we grew up, what's the food pyramid now? It was wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's not 1,000% wrong, but like it's got like some rights in it. Like you want to eat your fruits, you want to eat your veggies, on all that stuff. Like you do. You don't want to overdo them, but definitely it's not.
It's not what we need. It's not how we should be.
But if somebody was eating that, like in comparison to what a traditional American diet is, I'd say they'd be in good shape.
Oh yeah. But the problem is we eat stuff in boxes.
Yeah,
that's the thing with you. Like about like it used to be like okay, the perimeter of the grocery store is what you eat, and in the middle is the
things avoid.
And we got a house full of it. We got a kitchen full of stuff in boxes, right? I eat it, but it's terrible for us.
Yeah. This reminds me of something. So I have a friend. It is actually Jordan Chris' friend that I met, and he's one guy who did my house. So he owns a company called All My Greens.
Yeah,
you heard of it? Okay, so you know him.
I know Jordan did a podcast with him. Okay. I think.
Yeah,
because I think I follow him. I think he told me to follow him.
Yeah, very interesting. So like, do you know who he is?
No.
So he has like a grow house, or a grow room where he grows all his greeneries, and he supplies businesses and just like local customers as well. So like once a week he'll bring like whatever like tier of goods that you're getting from him, and he'll drop it in like a little box supposed to be out there, like a cooler. And it's fresh, organic, all that, like $20, and you'll get like a bunch of greens.
Oh, wow.
And it started just make it, because like I think my problem is, and you are probably going to be like, okay, you are bougie, you're getting to a level, but I do get like one of the biggest things in my life that I get frustrated with is my health due to exercise and eating badly. And I constantly obsess over how could I eat better, because once I get so hungry, I want to just eat something bad.
Yes.
And the thing is, I need someone to straight up cook for me. Like I would, if I could find someone to cook for me.
Right.
You know, and I pay, like I feel like it would definitely set me back, but I feel like it would be worth it, because that's my downfall, is that like I'm so busy that it is absolutely impossible for me to create a schedule, to get things out to do other things, add going to the gym, and having to cook a meal every day.
Bro, I will order your DoorDash. I'll do it.
That is hilarious. No, that's a lot.
What about those? There's like some healthy, like you might have to pay
Hello
more.
Fresh.
Yeah,
Hello
like
Fresh.
But
there's some of those that are.
It takes time.
You still have to prepare it.
It takes
Oh,
time.
you need somebody to cook it.
And that's like, so like even just doing all that stuff is like mental, because like what I do. So for those that are listening, I took a screenshot of my phone because so like my viewers don't understand. Like when I try to say I'm so busy all the time, some people don't get it. And my friends, because like, you didn't get back to me, blah, 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 all this stuff. I'm like, I'm so busy because like my job exists on the internet. So I'm in front of a computer. And then when I leave the computer, it's on my
shut
phone.
down too, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It's on my phone always. So like, there's always some, like my job is always
chats
in my
and
life. Yeah. So look, this is everything I've got minus the Tinder.
that's the one I want to see.
I have a text message from my friend.
Big Papa.
Yeah, Big Papa.
Okay.
Text message from Matt. A YouTube notification, which is probably a video going up there. Snapchat notification. 3 messages on Facebook, which is likely be due to my my stream account, and then my editor on Twitter messaging me. So it's like, and that's just for us sitting down. So an hour that's happened.
Right.
So it's like, what I'm trying to say is just cooking a meal. I don't have the mental availability.
Well, you're not going to do it. And what's impressive though is you realize where you're weak.
I know 1,000%.
Right, because that's where people can actually fix things, is when we realize where we're weak. But we're too proud, because I'm that way too. It's like, I know I suck at this and this, but I'm still going to try to do it, and then I'm going to fail almost every time at doing it, just because I'm proud, or because I don't want to bother anybody, or I don't want to spend the money, or I don't want to eat right. So, but you know you're not going to do it.
I know for
just
a fact
like you know what's going to happen.
Yep.
You're not going to do it.
You're going to start the cycle.
You're going to get hungry, and you're going to not eat for a while, and you're going to get more and more hungry.
Yep.
And then you're going to go and you're going to go, I'll change tomorrow.
Yep.
But tonight I'm going to get this freaking 12-pack
furious
of tacos at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to die if I don't eat. Yeah.
And that's my problem.
But if you get a Diet Coke with them, you good.
Oh, look what I got tonight. I just recently started like saying, fuck it. Like, because my old mantra was like, well, you got to cut the calories somewhere. And now I'm just like, but like, I wish that like I could have a proper dietitian, not just some like Joe Schmo dietitian, even someone who has a degree in it. Like, I want to vet someone that I'm like, I know, because like, here's the thing: is you can be a professional in something, but if you're not constantly keeping up with the trends of your industry and reading, digesting more peer-reviewed sciences to stay up on your things, you're no better than like the science 10 years ago. So like, I want someone that like stays current and is just like really good at their craft and can explain everything to me like at in a way that I can understand it more. Like, because I do research and I listen to people that I trust in like a podcast setting, but I would like to have someone really working with me intimately,
individually,
that I can advise you.
Yeah, and then find someone, because like that doesn't exist. Finding someone to cook for you.
I mean, maybe not in our area. I'm sure it does.
Get you a good woman. That's what I did.
Please.
Getting there good, baby.
I don't cook you anything.
But how amazing would that be?
No, it would be, and I think in other cities there probably is 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely
that,
some
but
services.
not here.
Yeah.
And that's why you were saying people keeping up with the industry and this and that, and it's very individual too. Like it makes me so angry, which is another, like I've said all these reasons why I've stepped away from fitness for a minute, and this is another one. It's because it's not in the social media, the Instagram people, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of the Instagram fitness people, not everybody. I don't want to.
She's worried right now.
Well, I mean, I don't want to disrespect everybody, but there are a ton, more than not, that will get on there and then will say, "Buy my meal plan." What do you mean? You're not going to talk to me? I'm not having a consultation. I never see you. I'm just buying a piece of paper, a plan that you've come up with for. It's not you.
For the masses.
The biggest red flag, if you're going to buy a plan and they don't need to talk to you, even on the phone, not even a phone call, not even a detailed questionnaire, not even nothing. I mean, it's got to be more than a questionnaire. You got to get to know that person and
100%.
the pitfalls and what their challenges are and what they like to eat.
Well, that's why you go to a dietitian rather,
with salmon on it, because it's on my basic meal plan that I send out to everybody, and you don't even like salmon, so you're not going to eat it. That's a big red flag. Same thing with working out. I can't send the same workout to you as I would send maybe to Jeff or vice versa. So if somebody's on the internet just sending you out a workout and you haven't talked to them or met with them or told them anything about yourself, then don't do it.
You got to get assessed.
It's crazy. And I was getting so frustrated, like, oh, you want abs in 8 weeks? Buy my plan. That's bull crap.
Yeah, and then when your clients will come to you, you'd be like, bitch.
Let me tell you.
You know what? I wouldn't be able, I'd be like, because with my people, even with like some of my followers, I'd be like, no. Because people expect me, the analogy is like, people expect me to provide a certain type of content all the time. And they want me to be high energy, like, we're having the best stream every day. And I'm like, bitch, I got to do 120 hours a fucking month of just live streaming, not taking account all the other things I have to do in order to grow my business and all the things I'm doing outside of that keep me from having just time to just go chill with my mom for a little bit or go do things with people. I don't have that. So I'm like, y'all ain't getting that. So like I start being very real with them. I'm like, and who knows? But then again, it's like, it's easier for me to get more people in a virtual space than is a physical space. But that would be a hard thing for me to navigate because I like to just cut it dry. I'm like, I have to be authentic with you so that our relationship is like, I'm never annoyed with you and you know what to expect from me.
Right.
Like you tonight, I don't feel like hooting and hollering and cussing everybody out and saying, bitch, I can't stand you, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Right.
It's chill, Michael, tonight. It's chill, Diva. We're just fucking vibing.
Right.
And if you don't want that right now, I'm sorry, honey, but you can have to come tomorrow.
Yeah. I like it.
That's good. Communication.
Yeah. But it would be hard in that industry because people would be like, okay, bitch, well, I'm going to go to this motherfucking Instagram model.
I know.
Yeah, it's
and fail. And then maybe probably hit you up a year later.
Right. Go over there when she's promising you 8 weeks to abs. And that's another thing. If you promise.
But she won't respond to you.
If you make a promise and a time frame that you're going to get results, another red flag. Another red flag.
Yeah, but see, what they do is they promise, but it's always on you. If you fail, it's not my fault. You didn't follow the plan.
You can't promise. Even if they follow the plan.
I know, that's my point, though. I'm just saying.
That is your ethic.
But you're ethical. I'm saying it's not right.
Right.
They're not committed to the people that are purchasing a plan from them or purchasing.
But they look good, darn it, and they're a model, so they got to know what the freak they're talking about.
But if they put themselves on the line, kind of like you did, then they've got to say, I'm sorry. Here's your goals. We had this meeting. Now I got to work. It's going to take a long time. Maybe not a long time. It's going to take a lot of commitment, and we don't know how long it'll take because we don't know your body, But we'll assess it again in 3 months,
right?
Or in 6 weeks, or whatever. But I mean, it's committing to really, truly investing and helping in your clients, which that's what you have to do as a business owner,
right?
Unless you're just trying to get rich.
Well, and it sprinkles over into like GNC. Like literally, this happened over the weekend. A lady came in and she said, "I just need some weight loss pills." And I'm like, nails on the chalkboard to me when somebody says that. And I'm like, what do you try? Do you want a fat burner? Do you want? And I don't. And the problem is, well, I won't go into that anymore.
Yes, okay. I know.
Anyway. I'm like, okay, well, we have fat burners. And she goes, "Ooh, do they work?" And I was like, "If you do, She's like, what do you mean? I said, what are you going to do? Are you going to take this pill? What are you going to do after you take it? I mean, I was going to go to work. And I said, are you going to work out? I don't like to work out. That's why I need it. It's like, then don't.
Nobody likes to work out.
That's not true. I don't love think that's to work
true.
out.
I love
to work out.
Too.
Well, some people do. I'm just saying, not if you're going to hurt, not if you're going to get results. Like the level you have to go to sucks.
Well, I basically, I know.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to hurt yourself, but most people, what do you do in life that you get a freaking bonus from that it doesn't suck a little bit, right? I know my job, I got to call people I don't want to call. Not because I don't like them, but because they're going to probably tell me no 9 times out of 10, right?
Well, I basically...
Or they're going to make me wait, or they're going to make me feel stupid, whatever it is. But that's the only way you get to success, is you do what the people that aren't successful won't do.
Yeah, they're a sacrifice.
Right. I just basically told her to not waste the $90. And she said, so I shouldn't buy this? I said, not if you're not going to do anything with it, because it's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if she hadn't done anything yet, just go do something, and maybe you'll see the result.
Did she say she was going to diet?
I didn't even get that far. I basically just said,
like, bitch.
She was getting a fat burner, so I'm like, you got to, I mean, seriously, you got to work. I mean, I was just like, I lost a sale, I lost commission, but I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and there's not a pill you can take that you can just sit.
Well, that is really nice of you. Honestly, it's nice what you did. I hope that she understands what you did for her.
I think she did, because I mean, I really do. I think she did. She scratched her head a second. She's like, so there's nothing that, I was like, ma'am, I mean, honestly, you have to do something with it in order to ignite it and make the ingredients that's in this pill work. You have to move with it. You can't just take it. It's just going to be like, you're just wasting your money. Yeah. Basically. So she didn't buy it. I did sell her some vitamins because she did need those. But I said, you're better off with this energy and metabolism vitamin over here. And I sold her that, which I made no commission on. But I'm a horrible salesperson.
Well, because like that.
No, you're not a horrible salesperson.
Yeah, like I mean, if you with the right people who come in there, you'd probably do well. Yeah. But I'm curious, what do you think about that new FDA approved dietary medicine they came out with?
I don't even think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I can't remember too much about it, but it's supposedly the first FDA approved diet weight loss type of medication.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll have to look that up.
I don't remember what it's called. Or too much about it. I just remember hearing it on podcasts and then seeing an article on Yahoo. Just said, because everybody was just up and just kind of shocked that there was something that was actually approved.
That's interesting. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I wonder how bad it is.
I don't know. I don't like medications and.
I don't either, but I'll tell you this: if there's something scientifically proved that could make me drop my fucking weight, bitch, I'm taking that shit. I'm taking that shit, because god damn, I'm bigger than I've ever been right now. Fuck, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm so disgusted.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I don't see that, but I don't.
Oh my God, I am. Listen, I've never really had confidence issues. I went to Barboursville Mall with my friends.
Yeah, you left me a
voicemail.
I told you.
I left them.
Oh, that voicemail.
Did you keep it?
Oh, heck
my God.
That voicemail is unbelievable.
Is it really?
Oh, my God. We were crying. We were sitting downstairs crying. We listened to it 8 times.
I did.
Oh, my God. I got to hear it.
We were crying.
Voicemail. I wonder if you can play it. If you can play it on here since we're talking about it. Because I remember being so disgusted with myself there, and I was fucking pissed. I don't remember why I called you.
Dude,
you called to see if we could hang out that night or something.
Yeah,
Probably because I was so mad.
Right,
did we hang out that night or did we not?
Wait.
We might have. I don't know.
Where did it go?
Y'all don't do good on last minute stuff. Y'all got so much going on. And that's
sometimes we do.
Sometimes it's great. It just depends.
Okay, let's hear it. If it comes through.
Hold on. Hold up. Why isn't it coming in? Hold on.
Yeah, you don't have it on speaker, maybe.
I'm trying. Hold up.
Hey girl. Hey. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'm fat as fuck. Oh, God, girl, I'm so fucking fat. I can't fucking stand it, Angie. I looked in the fucking mirror at Macy's today in the fucking mall, bitch, in fucking Huntington, and I about fucking vomited all over that motherfucking Polo Ralph Lauren ass motherfucking shit I was in. Girl, oh God, I did not know. Why didn't you tell me I was so fucking fat, girl? You be working people out all the damn time. You know what fat looks like. And listen, I'm right at it. But anyway, that is not why I called. This kind of came out. If y'all are doing it tonight, I have nothing planned. And it would be so much fun to just, like, sit back and talk shit. Let me know.
That is hands down the best voicemail I've ever gotten.
Oh my God.
I'm glad I didn't answer the phone that time because to not have that saved. I was driving when I listened to that. I was laughing so hard. I think I even played it for the girls. I was like, listen to Michael.
That's so great.
Listen, I was in that Macy's, girl. I was with my friends all day. We were like shopping, and we like separated, and I went upstairs to look for some Ralph Lauren clothing. And I saw a mirror. I passed by going up the fucking stairs, and I was like, "Nope." I turned all the way around. I was like, I am like so fat, like I could not stomach it. I could not stomach it.
You were not.
Oh
I'm laughing at the voicemail. I'm not laughing at
But it is funny because it's something we go through. But I am. The thing is I am. I'm 245 pounds at 5'7.5". I have a lot of muscle mass.
You do.
Natural muscle mass.
Do.
Yes.
That covers a lot of
You
it.
do.
And I'd say like my natural body weight as an adult is like 205. Like in between 195 and 205. 205 probably.
Yeah, because you carry it.
I carry a lotot of muscle mass, like just natural.
Yeah, you're just built that way.
Yeah, but like I've never been. Like my biggest was like 232, and that was in 2014.
Yeah. Well, we all feel the way we feel about ourselves, and it's legit. Like, I mean, you can sit there and say that, and I'm like, I don't understand it, I don't see it, but you feel how you feel. I can say it about myself. Like, I feel like I look terrible, and Jeff will say, I think you look great. That's fine, but I literally don't feel that way. Like, I'm not going around and like, you know what I mean? But I mean, I see it. I know it. I know my body. I wash my body in the shower. I see it. I feel it. I know my body.
Same.
And it's not the same. There's things that are smaller that I don't want to be smaller. There's things that are bigger that I don't want to be bigger. And I've got to get it back under control. Am I overweight and losing it and like getting way out of control? No, I'm not. But for me, I am.
Yeah, I am.
For me, I am. And that's all that matters. For you, you are. No matter what somebody tells you. He says it all the time. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting it. I don't see it. I think he looks just fine.
You look fine.
You can't see it, though. I got
But he knows how he feels.
I feel like I've got a little.
You probably do have a little tiny gut, but like you're
like I do.
a thin
but
guy.
I know, but I don't. That's
those women like those dad bods, though.
Yeah, that's true. I'll keep it going. I'm kidding.
I didn't say this
I'm
woman
kidding.
liked it,
All right.
Anyway.
Well, hey.
My
Oh yeah, we gotta
wrap it up because Nate's waiting for you to pick him up. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm not going. I took.
Well, this is great. We're on a roll. We'll do this again. We'll
Yeah.
within the next.
Yeah, we're
6 days.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to go now. I mean,
I could do it again on the weekend.
Weekends are fine.
We're down.
Yeah.
Weekends are actually probably a little bit better. Maybe.
I would love to do it on the weekend again, and we can pick up because there were so many things like the charity thing. We didn't even get to that.
Yes.
And then also where it's going to be leading into. So Facebook, this will be a nice like little like segue like later. But Facebook agreed to do my big event that I proposed to them.
Oh,
and I just wrote it out like that. So they have told me that they'll commit $25,000 towards
That's
it.
awesome.
Maybe more.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really exciting. So we'll talk all about that next time.
But when does the fundraiser end?
It ends. So here's the thing. We'll end it here. My fundraiser. I didn't realize how much work I was going to be under this month because I've been writing that program for the Facebook event next month, and I've been doing a lot of interviews here with the news recently. I didn't expect all that to be happening, while also this being the shortest month of the year, and having to still have to get the same amount of hours in. It has been while also I was getting the house ready.
Yeah.
And shopping and getting it in there, moving things in there. It's been so busy that I've not been able to fundraise.
Yeah.
So I decided I'm just going to give $10,000 to them.
Oh, okay.
Because I promised that I wanted to get 100,000 meals.
Yeah.
That's $10,000. And I've kind of slacked on the fundraising for that to happen.
Okay.
So it's like, I still think it's important, that commitment. And I had so much passion in it that I'm just going to,
That's awesome.
I'm just going to do that.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes, that's where we are.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we'll circle back around sometime, maybe even this weekend.
All right.
Let's do that. 100%.
Okay, cool. Peace out.
Out.